Hi guys, welcome back aboard to the Crypto Cruise. It's me, Chris, and today we're going to talk about Polkadot, what Polkadot is all about, what makes it unique, also known as DOT. We're going to talk some chart analysis, some price targets. I know that's one of your favorite coins. Sometimes I'm giving the price, my price target, but again, Polkadot can easily go to zero, guys. You know, this is the most bullish case scenario that potentially can happen. Over $100 to $120. But before we talk about Polkadot, we're gonna mention Ethereum and where it's heading next week. And of course, today's show we're gonna start with the Bitcoin chart as we always do. And I think potentially this week, next week that's coming. I think it can be absolutely very explosive in terms of altcoin season because not only there's gonna be a meeting on Monday between Zelensky and Trump. And they met like they've met previously, but I think this meeting won't happen like last time. It went south quite quickly, but I think this time Zelensky will wear a proper suit, and I think it'll be quite different. I think there's something perhaps they negotiated with Putin, and I think either there's going to be an immediate ceasefire, there's going to be some good news in terms of peace deal, and this can potentially catapult the markets on another level, and the altcoin season the true speculation of the altcoin season can kick in as well. So let's see how this thing is going to play out. But if we concentrate on the charts, basically the bottom of the bear market was in November of 2022, as we all know, at price of around 15,000. At the time of recording this video, Bitcoin is around over 118,000. Last week we hit all-time high, and I'm not going to be surprised at all if we start hitting all-time high prices potentially next week. Wednesday, Thursday. But yeah, let's see how this thing is going to play out. And I've told you, corrections like these, they're not going to last long. They're actually for buying, because when we're in a bull cycle, when the trajectory of the chart on the upside, the highly likelihood is to actually go for higher prices. So this is something in the chart. So I have two base case scenarios, as I've told you before. Either the blow off top can potentially happen by starting, let's say, from next week to October, November of this year, or something goes wrong, like something goes wrong with the meeting. Of course, there's also a possibility. Let's say I'll give it 25-30% chance of not happening, right? And basically we consolidate between these prices of around 125 to 110,000. Just consolidate between these prices, and then the blow off top, then the final agreement will be signed, let's say February, March of next year, and then the true speculation kicks in. It's tricky, right? So let's see. I think tomorrow, but again, I think the highly likelihood is for Zelensky to sign a deal and the markets to go absolutely ballistic. Now, when it comes to Ethereum, now if we just look at it on the weekly chart, it's a bullish momentum. It's a bullish structure, reverse head and shoulders, as you can clearly see. And here, from March, middle of March of 2024 to August of this year, so over a year and a half, we've been forming this ascending triangle pattern, which of course is a bullish structure. So we formed a bullish structure that we already broke above it, and this reverse head and shoulders is a bullish chart pattern as well. So we broke above this resistance line that we started in November of 2021 at its all-time high price of around 4,868. We tested it here in March of 2024. We tested it again in June of 2024. We tested it actually at the end of last year, price of around 4,100. And while everyone was expecting to break above it and Ethereum start hitting all-time high, we actually collapsed. We actually capitulated. Trump introduced the tariffs against most countries, and a V-shaped recovery. The markets swiftly recover. We broke above this resistance line. I've told you, potentially, I'm not going to be surprised if you just zoom in. If we come back, retest this multi-year resistance, we turn it into support, and then we have continuation of the trend to the upside. And if we measure this ascending triangle pattern from the bottom to the top, the price target should be above 6,600. So we can do something like that by October, November. Final correction and a blow off top by December, early next year, January, February, Ethereum to go above 5 digits, 10,000. I'm not going to be surprised at all. Now, when it comes to DOT, I mean, there's a lot of pessimism in terms of Polkadot. I read the comments. Sometimes they say, I mean, Polkadot is completely dead. You'd never recover. I mean, of course, that can potentially happen. That can potentially happen. Polkadot, it may never recover. But the true speculation of the altcoin season hasn't happened yet. We're definitely in a bull cycle when it comes to Bitcoin, probably Ethereum as well, Dow Jones Industrial, S&P 500, the traditional markets. But the altcoin season hasn't kicked in yet. And Polkadot, I mean, if you just look at it, what happened previously, the previous bull cycle in 2021, so basically from end of December 2020 to February, we did 10x in a matter of a month and a half. So this can happen again. If what I'd like to see is to actually go and test this price of around $12, because we tested here in December of 2024 and we tested it again in March of 2024. So potentially if Polkadot goes and recover and start testing price of above $12 to 14, 15, come back, retest this previous resistance line, we turn it into support, and I can see quickly Polkadot goes to $45, $50, its previous all-time high. Potentially we can consolidate for a couple of months and we can form a reverse head and shoulders, and if we go and we have a full price discovery and Polkadot goes above its previous all-time high at $55, it can easily double in price. It can easily go to $100 to $120. I mean, this is not completely delusional. This is not completely out of the picture. It happened before, so it can delay of theory probabilities. It can happen again. Again, Polkadot, it may never recover. It can go to $12. It might never broke above this resistance line and collapse. That's also a possibility. But this is not a financial advice. Anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. Do your own research and let's see how this thing is going to play out. I mean, in my personal opinion, Polkadot has very good fundamentals. We have a track record of what happened before. And usually layer ones such as Polkadot, Terra Luna, Polygon, ADA, Cardano, BNB, to name a few, so on, of course, they usually tend to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum in the immediate short term once the true speculation of the altcoin season happens. So let's see how this thing is going to play out. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's absolutely free. And if you want to subscribe to my Patreon for special requests, for special analysis of your favorite coins, one-on-one consultation of how to navigate through this bull cycle, and my 2 books of how to become a sophisticated trader. And not only that, but there's a lot of videos, especially for Patreon, on the most undervalued, underappreciated coins out there. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Goodbye.